one thing I want to talk about is the focus. Focus, 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 focus. Keep your focus on whatever the task you're trying to create, and you'll see it completed. Alright? So on the board you can see, make each goal your primary focus before starting anything else. Because the sense of completion, that feeling is like no other. When you start something and you see it finished, that is like the best feeling that you could ever, hope to have. A lot of times, people start something and it'll be good. It'll be like awesome. And they're like gung-ho, pumped up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And as soon as things get a little bit rocky or shaky, then they start to lose the enthusiasm. And once they start to lose the enthusiasm, the passion's sure to follow that. So the next thing you know, you're not as passionate about what it was you were passionate about in the beginning. So it's not real, true passion. Because true passion, you don't have to see the result first. And you don't have to have it come to you easy. It can be a battle, you're just not going to quit. So that's the one thing I want to talk about today. Seeing everything you start to its conclusion. Anything you start, finish it. If it's a big job and you probably won't get all of it done today, then don't do it as a big job. Do it as a lot of small jobs, individual jobs. Don't swallow the elephant. Let me tell you why I say that. Because a lot of times we'll say, oh, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to get that done today. We're all excited. We're going to write this stuff down. This is what we're going to do. I'm not leaving until this is done, this is done, this is done, this is done, all of this is done. Sounds good. Sounds good. But the time is going to start to flow on you. It actually doesn't speed up time, guys. What happens is we're so focused on things that we don't realize the time. It's not like it's crawling for us because we're not just sitting idle. The seconds still go the same way they always went. The minutes still go. It's still 60 minutes to an hour, right? Still 60 seconds to a minute. It's not like they say, okay, because you're excited, we're gonna make your minute 30 seconds. They're not gonna do it. That's not happening. But have you ever noticed how when you start doing something, you say, where did the time go? My goodness, it's 5 o'clock already? That's because you had a stack of reservations in front of you and you were going. You didn't have time to look at the clock and go, Now, there's people at jobs right now and this is what they're doing. As soon as they punch in, right? Then they're doing this. Oh my goodness, okay. I really have 8 hours. Exactly. And they walk, okay. Really have 7 hours and 55 minutes.
Exactly.
Oh man, I'll be here for, and you talk to somebody, look at you, hey, well at least we're halfway there. Right? That is a miserable person, isn't it? They sit there watching the time. Is it lunchtime yet? And you're sitting there. It's funny though when you sit down with somebody and say, is it lunchtime yet? You just sat down. The seat ain't even warm yet. That's because people that work, like I tell y'all all the time, people that only work for money are generally going to chase it forever. Because they're never going to make enough. You're never going to make enough, y'all. You never will. I promise you. I promise you. You don't know anybody. You don't know anybody outside that has a regular job that won't leave that job for another job if they pay more. Very few people. Oh no, I work at MCV right now, but if Centera pays me, $1,000 more, I'm going there. Or I'm going and do the same thing. Here's the problem with that. When you go somewhere else to make that extra dollar, you might take on something else that you didn't want, that you didn't see. And now,
might not be happy.
Well, that's what I'm leading to. You're taking on something you don't know, you don't see, which will make you unhappy. All of this is a cycle. All of this is a cycle to happiness or lack thereof. Guys, let's be happy. Stop trying to find some reason to be sad. There's too many reasons to be unhappy. There's too many reasons to be upset. There's too many reasons to just be angry. Stop. Let's enjoy the world. Enjoy each other. Smile. Have fun. That's what's wrong with the world. We won't have fun with each other. We try to keep everything to ourselves. I don't want to share it. I don't want to share it. And then when you don't want to share your joy, you think somebody's going to take it from you? Guess what happens? One day you look up, and whatever you think was joy there, it's going anyway.
Yeah.
If you hoard your gift, it will die. That's what's wrong. Think about it. You hear people say all the time, don't teach anybody everything you know. Don't you heard that? I heard that. My mom taught me that. Don't tell these people everything you know, because then they don't need you anymore. Right? Once you tell your boss everything you know, they won't need you anymore. I love my mother. Y'all all know this. Y'all all know this. But that thought process is what is dominating the country. I want you to need me, so I don't want to tell you everything that I can do. But what we should be thinking is, let me show you what my gift is. And use it to your best ability. Now, using it and abusing it is totally different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you know, I hear people say, oh, he used me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what he was supposed to do. Think about it, y'all. See, we say the word use and automatically in your mind, it'll pop up, that's a bad thing. You got used, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing, right? Then why did you learn the skill? Think about it. Why would you learn a skill if you don't want it used?
That's true.
Somebody say, he's a user. But they don't just stop and say he's a user. What's the whole saying? He's a user and an abuser. Right? The abusive part is the bad part.
Right.
Using is not the bad part. Because that's why people go to school and learn trades. So a business can use them. If I can't use you, I don't need you. Now, if you teach an employer what you know, chances are that employer does not want to do it. You see?
Right, and they can do everything.
Right. Now I understand, people say, well, I'm training my replacement. Good! Because if you're training a replacement, it means you could be replacing something else. That means you could be stepping up. You gotta make room, right? For you gotta vacate your space, allowing someone else to grow into it while you grow into something else. Why not think about it that way? We always think about stuff as, it's gotta be this or it's gotta be that. No, it doesn't have to be the worst of everything. All you're doing is perpetuating negativity. Remember what I told you all the time? Life is simple. It's just not